Hey, what's up everyone? Carl Williams here with Williams Mind and Muscle Mechanics. I hope everybody's having a good day today. I wanted to take a few minutes today to talk about injuries, basically, muscle soreness, muscle stiffness, muscles that are in pain, impingements, stuff like that, inflammation, and more specifically, when you should put heat on something and when you should put ice on something. Because, there's a sort of common knowledge that, heat and ice help injuries. But there's not enough information out there about when you should use one or the other, and I think because of that, there's sort of a blurred line there. I think some people sort of think you can use either or on something, interchangeably, and that's not necessarily the case. So, and this applies to pretty much all areas of life, not just when it comes to working out, but this is basically like all areas of life, really. Like, it's people have physical jobs, stuff like that. So, you're prone to people who work physical jobs, stuff like that, or even just, working in an office, in a chair all day, you're going to get some sore muscles or stiff muscles from time to time. Everybody's going to suffer from this. So this applies to all areas of life. We're going to start off with the gym part of it because this is a fitness channel. So basically the times to put heat on something, with the gym would be before your workout, you know what I mean? And the simple way to remember that is warm up, right? Warm heat. So basically, when you're warming up, and you're gonna use it on muscles that are stiff, but not necessarily accompanied by pain. You know what I mean? It's really important to know the difference between stiff and maybe even sore. Or like pain, you know what I mean? Like your shoulder can be stiff to the point where it's like you're having a hard time lifting it up over your head or maybe, but it's not necessarily like when you lift it up, you're not necessarily like shit, and then to the point where you're like I don't want to do that again, know the difference between pain and soreness, okay? And you can use heat on something that's stiff, okay? Something that's just basically reduced range of motion. You can use heat to get that loosened up and moving, right? So warm up, heat, right, before the workout. It's going to promote blood flow to those muscles and sort of loosen them up, get them moving better for you, so you can get to your workout. Now, it's important to remember that because of that increased blood flow, inflammation, if you're prone to inflammation, it's going to increase the likeliness of that because inflammation is obviously caused by blood rushing to a certain area, right? That's what causes swelling. Which brings me to my next point, swelling. If you're prone to swelling, ice, right? That's what ice is good for, right? So after a workout, right? Cool down, ice, right? So you're gonna, and especially like if you put heat on something, you're probably gonna want to go ahead and put a little bit of ice on that after to sort of reduce the inflammation that's gonna be caused by all that extra blood flow. So yeah, basically that's the real simple rule of thumb, right? Warm up, heat, cool down, ice, right? And one is for stiff muscles, the other one's for like inflammation and swelling. You know what I mean? So we're gonna bring that into like everyday life applications, right? Like if you're stiff before the job, right? You need to go to work. Your back is sort of stiff, but not necessarily causing you pain. You know what I mean? Like it's not like debilitating. It's just stiff. You're having a hard time sort of bending over to tie your shoes, but not necessarily like screaming in pain. You can use a little heat to get that sort of moving, right? And then the same, at the end of the day, put a little ice on it, to sort of like help soothe those muscles. If you bump your head, right, you're gonna get some swelling. Well, you're gonna want to put ice on that, right? Because ice slows down blood flow. You know what I mean? Whereas so yeah, that's the key thing to remember, right? Are you trying to speed up the blood flow to sort of help something heal or sort of help something, loosen up? Or are you trying to slow down blood flow to reduce inflammation and swelling? That's the key difference, right? If you put heat on something that's swelling, you're going to make the swelling worse, right? Because you're going to promote blood flow to that, and that's not good, right? You want to put cold on something that's swelling. But if something is just seized up and it's not moving, you're going to put heat on that. And it's always important to remember that sometimes a good rest day is actually all you need. You know what I mean? But when heat or cold isn't doing the trick, sometimes you just need a day off. So yeah, I hope that wasn't too all over the place. I hope that there's, I hope you took away some key points from that, and I hope that helps you. Next time you're sort of in pain, or next time you're sort of feeling some stiffness or soreness, and yeah, if you like my videos, like and subscribe and keep kicking ass, everyone. Have a good day.